yogis, and welcome to my yoga flow for the hips. Make sure you have 2 blocks with you, and let's get started. Come towards the top of the mat with the feet together, standing up tall, hand palms in front of your heart in prayer position. Take a moment to set your intention, what you'd like to focus on in this class. Namaste. Start with your feet hip width apart, softening the knees. Lengthen the spine from crown of the head up, tailbone towards the ground. Inhale, bring the arms up, and exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, raise your arms towards the sky. Exhale, palms facing down, pressing the air away. And again, inhale, arms up, and reaching up, lengthen the spine a little bit more, and then grab the left wrist with your right hand. As you exhale, bend to the right side for a nice side body stretch. Make sure you ground your feet into the earth. On the next inhale, come back to center and breathe out. With your left hand, hold the right wrist. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, dive to your left side. Firm your abs in and up, grounding through the feet. And keep breathing. Good job. Inhale, back to center. Release on the exhale. As you breathe in, your arms raise up again. Palms touching in front of your face, and then swan dive forward. Forward bend. Softening the knees. Come all the way down. Let your head hang, hinging from the hips. And if you'd like, you can grab the opposite elbow for a little bit more of an intense forward bend. And also another option is to sway from side to side. Nice and gentle sways. Keep breathing, keep your eyes open. Slowly start releasing your hands. And then on your next inhale, place your hands on your shins, or if you have blocks, go ahead, use the blocks. So with your hands either on your shins or on the blocks, lengthening the spine from the crown of the head through your tailbone. Gaze at the floor. Keep your knees soft. Keep breathing. And on the exhale, lower down. We'll do 3 more. So inhale, lengthening the spine, coming up halfway. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, coming up halfway. And exhale, folding down. See if you can go a little bit further. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bending down. The last one I'll be doing without the blocks, but feel free to keep your blocks with you. So inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, folding down. On your next inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. Come all the way up with a straight back. Reach the arms up, and exhale, straight back, folding forward. Come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the spine like we just did, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. Come all the way up. And then exhale, keep your back straight and folding down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway up. And exhale, down. Good job. Stay in your standing forward bend. We're going to add a twist. You can grab your blocks again. And if you don't have blocks, just put your hands on your shins or on your upper legs. Bend the right knee, keep your right hand on the block. Inhale, raise your left arm up, open your chest, and keep breathing. So if you don't have a block, that's totally fine. Place your right hand on your right shin or right upper leg. Keep breathing and enjoy the stretch. On your next exhale, lower the left hand down, and then fold forward, fold down just to neutralize. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, folding forward again. Now bend your left knee. We're going to switch sides. Keep your left hand on the block, shin or upper leg, and as you inhale, raise the right arm up. And as always, keeping the focus on your breath, on your body. Exhale, lower the right hand down, even out both legs. You can keep the knees soft, fold forward on an exhale, and inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bending down. And then go ahead, put the blocks away. We're going to step onto all fours, so hands and knees. Plant your hands directly under the shoulders, spread out your fingers, and press down even more into the index finger, thumb, and your knuckles. And the knees are directly under the hips. As you inhale, we're going to drop the belly down, head and tail are going up, and exhale, head and tail going down. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, rounding the spine, chin to your chest. Keep going. Inhale, look up, belly down, exhale, rounding the spine. A few more in your own pace. And make it your last one. Slowly come to tabletop position, straight back on hands and knees, curling the toes under. Engage your core, lifting the knees off the floor. Hold it for a second, keep breathing, you're doing great. And then bring your hips up towards the sky. Here we are in a downward facing dog, so imagine you're an upside down letter V. Elongate your spine and bring your tummy towards your upper legs. Feel free to pedal out your feet as if you're walking. Warm up those hamstrings. And bring the heels towards the floor. Breathe in. Raise the right leg up towards the sky, keeping the hips even, parallel with the floor. Now you can start opening the right hip and bend the right knee. Warming up the hips, we're going to draw circles with our right knee. Doesn't matter which direction you start. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Good job. Now we're going to step the right foot forward in between our hands, and you can take in between little steps or even help your foot forward with your hands. There we go. So stepping the right foot in between the hands. Here we are in a low lunge. Also make sure that your right knee is in line with your right ankle. And you can place the top of your left foot down onto your mat. Start grounding into your right front foot and use the blocks if needed to come up with your upper body. Firm your core and hug the inner thighs in towards each other. Hold the pose and breathe. Now frame your foot. Keep the left hand on the inside of your right foot. As you inhale, raise the right arm up for a twist. And take a deep, full breath. As you breathe out, lower the right arm towards your back, and at the same time bend the left knee, bringing the left foot up. So you can grab hold of your pants, left ankle, or the inside of your left foot for a quad stretch. Hold the pose and breathe. On your next exhale, release your left foot to the floor, and then frame your front foot with your hands. If you have blocks, go ahead, take them. Plant them right next to your hips. Inhale, and then get ready as you exhale to shift your weight back to your left foot. Flex your front right foot. Lower your upper body down, gazing at the floor. Breathe. On the next inhale, shift your weight forward, bending the right front knee. Frame your foot, but put the right hand on the inside of your right foot. And you can hold the pose here, lizard pose. Or you can lower down onto your elbows for a more intense stretch. Breathe. Make it your last inhale-exhale cycle in this hip stretch, and then inhale. Walking the hands under the shoulders, step the right foot back, curling the toes under, and lifting your hips up towards the sky. Here we are in downward facing dog. And take a few nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Then get ready to do the other side. So inhale, raise your left leg up towards the sky. Keep your hips even. Now you can start opening the left hip. Bend the left knee and draw circles with your left knee for 4, 3, 2, 1. And in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Lengthen out the left leg and then step it. You can take little in-between steps in between the hands for a low lunge. Frame your foot. Left knee is on top of the left ankle. And make sure you're scissoring the inner thighs towards each other. On your next inhale, take hold of your blocks and place them in between the knees and the hips. Bring the upper body up, hold the pose and breathe. Another more intense option is to place your hands on your front knee while you firm your abs in and up and scissor your upper legs together, grounding your front foot into the earth. Placing your hands down on the floor, framing the front foot. Get ready for that twist. So inhale, raise your left arm up towards the sky, breathe. Slowly get ready for that quad stretch. As you exhale, lower the left arm towards the back and at the same time bend the right knee, bringing the right foot up towards yourself. So you can reach towards the back and maybe grab hold of your pants, ankle, or the inside of your right foot. Feel that quad stretch and breathe into it. And gently release the left hand and right foot towards the floor. So left hand on the outside of the left foot. The hands are framing your front foot. The right knee is on the floor. Curl your right toes under. Take hold of your blocks and place them in between your knees and hips. You can always adjust this. And then as you exhale, shift your weight towards the back. Keep the front foot flexed and fold your upper body forward. Breathe. And slowly coming out of this pose, bending the left knee, shift your weight forward, frame the foot. You can put the blocks away. And then the left hand goes on the inside of your left foot. You can hold it here and gently place the top of your right foot down onto your mat. Stay here, or for a more intense stretch, lower down onto your elbows. Take full, complete breaths in lizard pose. One more inhale and exhale in this lizard pose. On your next inhale, walk your hands towards your front foot. Frame the front foot, curling the right toes under, lifting the right knee and the hips towards the sky. Step the left foot in small little steps or one big step into downward facing dog. Good job. And pedal out your legs a little bit. You can exaggerate this, stretching out the hips. Do what feels good. Nice. Now lower the heels down towards the ground. Inhale, raise the right leg up, three-legged down dog. Then bend the right knee and step it in small steps or one big step forward into a pigeon pose. Lowering the hips down. Bending the right knee, and your right front leg is somewhat parallel with the short edge of your mat. Now go ahead, take a look back at your left leg. Make sure that your left foot is in line with your left leg. Place your hands where you can hold yourself up. Really make sure that your hips are even with the front short side of your mat. And you can hold the pose here, breathe into it. Or lower your upper body down, resting your forehead on your fists, the tops of your hands, or block. Keep breathing and energetically keep bringing that left hip forward. This pose can be quite intense, so if you want, you can do a reclined pigeon pose, and I'll show you how to do that. So go ahead, lay down on your back. The left knee is bent, and your right ankle is on top of your left knee, as if you're sitting in a cafe. Bring your hands under your left thigh, flex your left foot, and just hold it here. So while you're in pigeon pose, make sure you're breathing and always listening to your body. There's always a different option you can try if it's too intense. We're slowly coming out of the pose, so walk your hands towards your hips, bringing the upper body up. And if you're in reclined pigeon, release the hands and come to a seated position with your left leg extended in front of you. So we're all meeting in a seated position with our left leg extended in front of us. Flex the left foot and plant the bottom of the right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Yes, you got it. Now inhale, raise your arms up, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, keep your length in the spine. Tummy goes towards your upper leg and then grab hold of your blocks. If you don't have blocks, of course, placing the hands on either side of your front leg on the floor. Let your head hang and breathe. This is head to knee pose, and there are a lot of great benefits. It stretches the groins, the hamstrings, the spinal column. It improves digestion, and it's also very calming. Slowly on your next inhale, walk your hands back so you're sitting up straight. And then come into butterfly position. So bend the left knee, placing the foot soles together, keeping the spine lengthened, and let your knees fall to the outsides. And then you can keep your hands right beside you or place them on your feet. Slowly release and come to all fours on your hands and knees. Then start curling the toes under, lifting the knees and your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky and bend the left knee. Then step it forward in small steps or one big step into a pigeon. And while we're in pigeon, keep your left foot pointed, and the left lower leg can be parallel with the short front end of your mat. Doesn't have to be. Now look back and make sure your right foot is in line with your right leg, and also the top of your right foot and the right kneecap are on the floor. Make sure your hips are parallel with the short side of your mat. And then lower your upper body down as far as you can go. And maybe placing your forehead on your hands, fists, or on a block. And remember, if this is too intense, you can do reclined pigeon on your back. So lie down on your back with your right knee on your chest and your left ankle on top of the right knee. Your hands are interlaced behind your right thigh or on your right shin. Wonderful. So in whichever pigeon pose you are, make sure you're breathing and softening into the pose. And slowly, gently come out of the pose to a seated position with the right leg in front of you. Extend the right leg, flex the right foot, bend the left knee, and plant your left foot, the sole of the left foot, onto your inner right thigh. Lengthen the spine as we're ready to bring our arms up on an inhale and fold forward on an exhale. But think more of your tummy going towards your upper legs, keeping that length in the spine. Place the hands on the floor or use your blocks. And of course, breathe. Also feel the weight of your head hanging down. Keep focusing on your breath. And feel your body softening into the pose with every exhale. Slowly start walking your hands back. Bring your upper body up. We're coming into butterfly position, so bend the front knee and place your foot soles together. Let the knees fall to the outsides, lengthen the spine. So you can sit up straight or walk your hands gently forward to deepen the stretch. It's up to you. So if you are folding forward, you can always use a block and place it under your forehead for support. If you're in a forward fold, gently and slowly walk your hands back so you're sitting up straight with your spine. And then place your hands on the outsides of your knees, bringing the knees in with the strength of your hands and arms. Knees together, and your foot soles are planted onto your mat. Raising the arms parallel with the floor, and then very slowly start using your core. Start rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Head comes down last. Lying down on your back. And then bring your knees up towards the sky. Walk your feet in a little bit closer towards your seat. With your feet hip width apart, rooting into the earth and the knees up towards the sky, start pressing down into your feet even more so that your hips are lifting up. And really make sure that your knees are in line with your hips, so don't let them splay out. Keep pressing down into your feet. And maybe grab hold of your ankles. Or another option is to walk your shoulder blades a little bit closer towards each other and then interlace your hands under your lower back and keep them on the ground. Keep breathing and keep your head in the center. Slowly and gently release the pose. So if your hands were interlaced, gently release them and place your shoulder blades back on the floor. Then lower down one vertebrae at a time until you're all the way on your back. Keeping the feet close to your seat with your knees still up, placing the arms in line with your shoulders on the floor like a capital T. Keep your feet close to your seat with your knees up and then windshield wipe your knees from side to side. So gently let them fall to the right and then to the left. Keep going in your own pace. Your knees go back to center and then raise them towards your chest. Let your knees gently fall to your left side and maybe with your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Breathe. Slowly release. Knees go back to center and then switch sides. Gently let your knees fall to the right side and maybe with your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Slowly come out of the pose, bringing the knees back to center and then straightening out your legs onto your mat. Let your feet fall to the outside corners of your mat. Arms are along the body, just a few inches away from the body with the hand palms facing up and your head in the center. As we lay down in Shavasana or corpse pose, try to keep your body as still as possible and take 5 nice deep cleansing breaths. Feel free to close your eyes. And with every exhale, feel your body softening up and melting into the earth. Allow your body to take in all the benefits of all the poses we just did in this class. Find stillness. Keep focusing on your breath. Allow yourself and your body to fully surrender, even if it's just for a few minutes. Keep breathing. Keep releasing. Let go of all the tension, all the thoughts. Keeping the focus on your breath, either deep breaths or allow your breath to go back to normal. Feel how your body is supported by the earth. Start taking a few nice deep breaths, allowing the body to melt even more into the earth. Whenever you're ready, start moving your fingers and toes, hands and feet. Feel free to take a nice stretch, yawn. Bring the knees up and plant your feet on the floor, close to your seat. Scoop your hips to your left side and roll onto your right side in fetus position, keeping the eyes closed. Slowly push yourself up into a seated position, a cross-legged position with your back straight. Put your hands on your knees with palms facing down. Slightly dip your chin. Take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Then put your hands in prayer position in front of your heart. Remember your intention. And blink your eyes open. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.